It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, newsman and talk show host Anderson Cooper dish about his favorite reality stars. Plus, the stars of Dread 3D, Carl Urban and Olivia Thirlby. And a safari in the studio? Wendy's getting up close and personal with wild animals. Now, here's Wendy.
We've got a great show for you today, some great guests. I've got some shocking new photos of Lady Gaga, which, as shocking as they are, it makes me relate to her even more. I'll explain. Let's talk about it. It's time for Hot Topics. So, you know, no. Wow. Thank you. Hello. So school's back in session. What parent is dreading it already? It's homework, right? Yes. We're only like 2 weeks into school. I was up with little Kev, and I lie to you not. From 5 o'clock yesterday to 1 o'clock in the morning, we were working on 2 reports because he told me that said reports were due on Friday. So he had already started working on the reports, only to have to do most of the research last night and us get the report. So you know how we are as parents, ultimately speaking, especially when they don't have siblings. Doggone it, why didn't have a second child? So that they would have each other to talk to. Ugh. Anyway. So there I am, looking at the clock, knowing that my Wonder Woman alarm clock buzzes every morning at 5:30. It is 1 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know about you, but when I lay in the bed, no matter how tired I am, you know what I mean? Don't you just lay and think about the day for about 20 minutes? I looked at 1:45 is the last number that registered on the clock. And I slept with the TV off. I've been doing that since the new season because, you know, for all my adult life, I've been sleeping with the TV on. I said, you know, let me try something new. Look what I've been missing all these years. You actually get a really nice night's sleep. But I wanted to crack his skull and choke him out. But we finished with the report, and you know, I always tell him if I'm going to participate, then we're gonna get at least a B. You know, nothing less than a B. But there we were working. So school's back in session. Eesh. Anyway, so I missed a lot of TV last night, but I saw clips from some of the things that I wanted to see. Like, did you see Kelsey Grammer last night on Piers Morgan? You know that, some of you over there saw it. Kelsey walked out on Piers Morgan when he saw that Piers was, I guess, going to talk about his ex-wife, Camille. He happened to have seen the photo. And then mind you, Piers Morgan is a live show like this. Can you imagine a guest walking out or not showing up? Wait, because I have a plan B. I always have. I'll tell you, I'll share that for you in just a moment. But look. In the meantime, here's how Piers dealt with it.
Thank you for staying, gentlemen. Kelsey Grammer was due to be on by now, but he appears to have left the building. We're not quite sure what's going on. He was here. I spoke to him, and he was due and was happily looking forward to coming on. But he has exited stage left, so we've got half an hour left. He may or may not come back. We shall see.
So, I mean, he made do. He filled in with some political experts, which, you know, wouldn't have me hooked. I wanted to hear Kelsey talk about his show Boss, which I love on Starz Network. But here's the thing. Kelsey, you've talked about Camille, and even yesterday morning here in New York, Rosanna and Steve, they talked to you about Piers. You've come here on our show and talked about Camille also, with your new lovely wife, Kate, in the audience. I've seen you talk about her. Was that a publicity stunt? Why did you walk out on Piers? Either way, I love his show, Boss. It's one of my Friday night fixes. It comes on at 9 o'clock on the Stars Network, and Sanaa Lathan has been added to the cast, and T.I. too. I know. But in the meantime, because you know, when you're a live show, you have to plan for snow days or a flat tire on a celebrity, and somehow you just don't have a guest, in which case, this is what we do. Juicy, juicy hot topics. Ask Wendy. We have lots of Ask Wendy. We would do fan out. What else do we do? Celebrity look-alike. We make a fashion show out of the staff, because there's a real interesting bunch of people. Exhibit A. and then on a snow day, you don't just worry about the celebrities showing up when you do live TV. You worry about the co-host, the studio audience. Will they make it? In which case, here's our plan B. On snow days, when we even think that the snow is gonna hit the ground, we all stay in hotels in Manhattan, so everybody's, you know, like nearby. Then we all come to the studio, and we all know, I tell everybody, be prepared to be my studio audience co-host, except for the cameramen, because they have to capture it all. And then we'll do Ask Wendy with the studio audience, juicy, juicy hot topics, and more. Like, you always have to have a plan B. Piers, that was a boring plan B. We gotta do better than political talk. Anyway, okay, so Simon Cowell may have found his new Susan Boyle last night on the X Factor. Did you see? You know who I'm talking about? The black lady with the church voice? You are my people. Her name is Panda, and as in Panda Bear. And then, we can't play her singing because some sort of musical conflict or something, but she sang the Sam Cooke song called Bring It Home, and she sang real well. I'm looking out for Panda on X Factor. Of course, we don't expect that Panda is going to win. That's a novelty act, Simon, Demi, BS, and L.A. Reid. Hey, by the way, BS is Britney Spears. Look. Look, doesn't it seem like L.A. Reid is on a totally different show than the rest? Like, there's a show going on over here with those three, and then there's L.A. in his, you can smell the money of his suit through the TV, and his class and sophistication. And then there's Demi Lovato. She's just all kinds of clap, clap, clap. So, look, there's big news over at The Voice, though. Remember yesterday we were talking about Shakira, or maybe the day before, Shakira and Usher are the new judges? Well, there's now more news about Shakira, and that is that, no, that's not Katherine Heigl, that is Shakira, and she's 35, and she is with this fella right here, a 25-year-old, and apparently she's expecting her first child with Gerald. He's a soccer star. All due respect, Shakira, this is a very random look. What happened to the muy caliente? I'm not talking about the dress. I'm talking about, right, you guys, from the neck up. I'm talking out of school. Yeah, we want, if you're gonna be on, you know, a judging show and we want you to bring it, and we're not really sure about your personality, whether you can bring it, at least bring your A game like you always bring with Hips Don't Lie. And then, even if she's not a really good judge, we've got an out, because when she goes on maternity, let's lock the door behind her. So, it's been a while since we've said these words, but it's time for a Lindsay update. Hit it! I know we talked about Lindsay yesterday and the arrest and the car accident and whatnot, but we didn't do it with the old school graphic that we just did. We retired the graphic as soon as she went into rehab. But we saved it just in case she slipped. I still don't believe she slipped. Yesterday we were talking, remember I told you, I think that the guy put his knee in the way of the car. Lindsay was arrested for hitting a pedestrian with her car and then fleeing the scene. Well, the crazy part is that the car that Lindsay was driving is registered to Karen Sierra, the celebrity dentist to the stars on Real Housewives of Miami. Yeah, she's not just beautiful, she's smart, like a top flight dentist. She's got it all. Anyway, Karen sold her Porsche SUV to one of Lindsay's friends. Now the problem is that the car is still registered to Karen, so she, the dentist, could possibly be responsible if the alleged victim sues. But now there are conflicting reports on exactly what happened right around the corner here in Chelsea in New York, outside of the Dream Hotel, when Lindsay was 2:30 in the morning trying to pull into the parking lot. That was a good backtrack, right? Thank you. Because sometimes I know when you watch the show, if you run to the bathroom, then I need to keep you up to speed. I know that's how I am. When I watch TV, if I miss something, as soon as you flush, there's so much noise that you miss the best part. Anyway, allegedly, this victim says that Lindsay was slurring her words and reeking of alcohol. Well, he also claims that he was treated for knee injury over at the hospital. Lindsay's denying that she hit the man and claims that she was sober. Police showed up to the scene and they think that Lindsay wasn't drinking, and they're reviewing the surveillance tape. My angle is, with this particular story, that Lindsay should not be driving. First of all, it was 2:30 in the morning. This man could have been, and I don't know this is in my mind. I can say what's in my mind, yes, David? Okay, thank you. I know, but because my executive producer's over there and the lawyer lady's upstairs. I gotta be easy. All right, I'm gonna say what's on my mind. What I believe is that Lindsay does not need to be driving. We've already talked about this. And what I also believe is that Lindsay is sober because she knows her big look is coming up in November with that Liz Taylor movie on Lifetime. And what I also believe is at 2:30 in Manhattan, when a man is walking and he sees a Porsche, but he might stick his knee in the way. And also, this is a really litigious society, and I think it's disgusting. People just love to sue. You drive a nice car, they hit their brakes, so you rear end them, they sue. You invite your very good friends over to your house, all of a sudden they want to fall down your steps and sue. Right? I hate it. So, anyway, here's the new poster for Liz and Dick, which, like I told you, comes out, November 3rd. Look, that's gonna be good, right? On Lifetime. On Lifetime. Do we have time for more stories? Okay, you're gonna love Lady Gaga like you've never loved her before if you're a person who embraces other people's flaws. Because if you have flaws, you like to see them in other people. It makes them more real and relatable. Do you understand me? Yes. Okay. Do you remember I was telling you that Lady Gaga fell asleep in a giant bottle of perfume at her perfume launch party for her new fragrance Fame the other day? I was telling you. Well, now we may know why. She was smoking pot. No, not at the party in Amsterdam at a concert this week. It's legal over there. There she is on stage. Gaga's looking a little like legendary Winehouse there, right? Just a little slouchy and scraggly, but you know, she's performing, she's hot, you know, when the hair goes akimbo. Anyway, she told the audience, as she was taking her pulls, that marijuana is a wondrous drug. She said that she's smoking pot to help her cut down on her drinking. She says it makes her more spiritual. And it looks like it also is making her more hungry. And here's the relatable picture. No, we paid $250 for that picture. Keep it up. I know, pictures are expensive. I mean, Gaga, that could be any girl from Red Bank, New Jersey. You know, just, right, girls, lift up your dress. Can we talk? Okay. She said no. She said, I don't think so. The girl in the middle in the front row, get her, Rambo. She's like, no, Miss Wendy, no, we can't talk. Well, you're about 25. Give it 10 more years. Then you'll be able to understand. I'm playing with you. Look, Look, I don't like the idea of celebrities sharing their smoking with us. Now, I'm no cornball, and I'm cool as I don't know what when this show goes off. But I'm gonna tell you, personally speaking, I don't think that it's cool that celebrities tout. What did that say? I have to stop talking? I do. I just don't think it's cool. I think that if you want to smoke pot, then fine. And, you know, to legalize it is still a big debate. But I do have to say that Gaga's got a lot of young fans, and sometimes smoking pot is the gateway drug if you don't know how to handle yourself. That's all.